I want to talk about Doug Williams first. What do you think about that new title for him?
It's great. It's great. Anybody who's been around this area, or anybody who follows football understands what Doug means to football in general. And you multiply that 10 times over by what he means to us and this organization. And so it couldn't have came at a better time. Couldn't have happened to a better guy. And he addressed us a second ago. And if anybody who knows Doug, he's not a real big talker. And so for us to get some words of wisdom from him, it's huge. And a lot of our young guys were just foaming at the mouth to hear Doug speak. And so we're hyped. I'm obviously excited for him. I think this whole organization is excited for him, and we're looking forward to moving forward.
What did he say to you guys?
Just about the hard work, the hard work it takes to win, and how we reminded him of kind of how they were doing things back in the day. You just put your head down and work. And these guys, I'm obviously not out there right now, but these guys have been working from the moment we stepped foot back in this building. And you guys see just how competitive it is, and just how far we can get at times, and we hope it translates on the field.
Can you update us on where you are rehab-wise?
Still just working. Still working, trying to get back out there. Not 100% obviously, but I feel good. I'm able to move, run, cut, do everything I would normally do. It's just a little bit more of a controlled environment, and so I'll continue to work towards being able to make sudden moves, and just continuing keep getting strong and just strengthening everything around my knee. And I'll be out there sometime in training camp.
Earlier day or later? What's your plan? What's your thought?
I don't know. It just kind of, it depends. It depends how my body progresses. I know, as an old dude, I would love to say later, but who knows? If I feel good, I'm not going not go out to practice just because I'm an older guy. So I want to get out there and get this work. It's contagious watching those guys compete. I'm jumping around. I get more hype watching than I actually do when I'm out there playing. So I can't wait to get back out there. It's obviously a new defense for us, so I'm learning. We're all learning, and so the quicker I can get on that field, the quicker I can pick it up.
What's Tom Sula like?
A lot of energy. He's one of the most fiery guys I've ever been around. And so, just his mentality, hopefully some of that rubs off on our players. Ryan's one of the quiet guys, Kerrigan, and so, to have a guy like Tom Sula in his room from time to time, kind of gives Ryan a little bit more of an edge. And, I think we all can use a little bit more of an edge. And, nobody's more fiery than Jim.
How about Torian? You know him well, right? That's your boy from Tech?
I don't know him very well. That's what the kind of misconception is. Torian actually got to Tech after I left. But I obviously made a lot of trips up to Blacksburg, and I sat in on his meetings a couple times. And, just seeing some of the players he's kind of helped bring up and produce and recruit and train, those guys have a great football IQ. And, that's something I feel like, we kind of lagged a little bit in years past. We didn't get a lot of that technique work. A lot of coaches, when they get in the league, tend to let guys kind of do it their way. You feel like you got professionals, let them do it their way. Torian came in kind of with a college mentality. Sometimes it's bad, sometimes it's good. For us, it was great. He got us back to the basics, reading quarterbacks and drops and routes and things like that, instead of just, going out there playing football. And, you see our guys competing every single play, and Torian's always, reminding them, screaming at them and yelling at them, just trying to, work on the basics. And, like I said, sometimes you need that. And, he's been a breath of fresh air, and, we look forward to keep working with him. But so far, I'm, definitely thoroughly impressed with him.
Speaking of Tech, how do you feel about the rekindling the rivalry with the Mountaineers?
It's going to be good. It's going to be good. I lost a couple battles up in Morgantown, so, it's nice to get them at FedEx. But that's always, was a big game for us. And, obviously when we left the Big East, the rivalry kind of died. But they always got a great group of guys, great group of players, coaches. And, I look forward to Blacksburg and, those guys at Tech holding it down.